I'm on Patreon, and Patreon is a platform where I will upload interesting videos where you can learn astrology. And this is an exclusive Patreon only membership videos where you will get some interesting takes on Vedic astrology, some interesting learning on Vedic astrology, and a lot more secrets will be shared there. Hello Seekers, welcome to Punneits Astrology, your one-stop astro channel. Saturn, Venus, Moon, when they all come together in one zodiac sign, they form a unique signature of energy. And to understand this combination in one zodiac, you also have to understand what they each represent, and you have to take this combination very positively. On one hand, Saturn talks about karma. It talks about karmafal. It talks about your hard work. Well, it is a planet of death and decay also. It has its own unique way of expressing itself. The way which can be harsh, the way which is difficult, and the way by which all of us are scared because Saturn does not show mercy. Saturn is a planet that will give you results as per your own karma. Saturn is also the ruler of Capricorn and Aquarius zodiac sign. It rules the 10th and the 11th house of the Kal Purush. So, now bring Venus into this situation. What does Venus represent? Well, Venus, this planet, represents life that is luxurious, life that is full of glamour, youthfulness, happiness. Venus represents a life where you enjoy every bit of your existence. You are in Maya and you are embedded into this Maya as if you became the Maya itself. From the zodiac, Venus rules Taurus and Libra, and Saturn gets exalted in one of the zodiac sign of Venus, which is Libra. Libra is all about balance, about bringing harmony, about the balance between Asura and the Devas. And for this reason, Saturn loves this zodiac sign, because this world is all about striking the right balance between the three guna, the Rajas, Sattva and Tamas. So when Saturn will sit with Venus, it will talk about reality. It is a confluence of Rajoguna and Tamoguna. It is the confluence of you trying to be a king but also trying to be a servant. So when you see this in the positive light, this is a benevolent person, a person who is kind, who has all the luxury, but he is always grounded. You will see such people having a lot of money, but they live a very simple life. This is one example where Saturn and Venus come together to give you that simplicity. Simple living, high thinking. But that is not always the case, right? Venus on one hand defines beauty, but on the other hand, Saturn defines death and decay. So, this is also maturity, but maturity comes at old age. And when the maturity is coming at old age, you are not that youthful. So it is about aging gracefully, which means you have to suffer at a young age. And the first half of your life will be full of struggle. But the second half of your life will be much, much better than the first half. Because when the planet matures, it starts giving positive results. Well, in most of the cases, a person having Saturn and Venus conjunction will experience both. Not only he will be able to enjoy all the luxury, but also he will not be attached to the luxury, because Saturn will create a sense of detachment or loneliness or sadness to it. So, this is one area where you will always have to work when you face Saturn and Venus conjunction, whether it's in your horoscope, also in transit. You have to work on your relationships, because this has the capacity to bring out truth between relationships, and that can either make the relationship happy or it can simply destroy any old relationship, no matter if you are a good person or how strong the relationship was. Now bring the moon to this equation. Moon is all about your mindset. When we talk about Saturn and Venus conjunction, we are already considering 4 houses of the Kal Purush and 4 houses of your zodiac. 2 bhavas from Venus, 2 from Saturn. The zodiacs of Venus rule your personal life, and the zodiacs of Saturn rule your professional life. So it is a very strong amalgamation of professional and personal space. And when you bring the moon into the equation, you are changing the whole scenario. Moon is about the mind. The moon is about the thought process. The moon is about perception of reality. And when the moon sits with Saturn and Venus, the moon is directly in contact with the energies and the play of cosmos that happens because of the fusion of these two opposite forces of nature. And this means that your mind becomes more and more sensitive towards such energies and this combination. On the positive side, this can make you very down to earth, very humble, and very polite. A polite person who is not only going to think about himself but will also think about others, think about the masses. This will bring in compassion, daya. This is going to bring in the feeling of surrender. This is going to make you a sadhaka. This is going to make you a positive person who prays to the Divine Mother, the Devi Shakti, the Divine Mother Goddess. And this is also somebody who is dedicating their life to service of mankind. You can become a nurse, you can become a healer, you can become somebody who is providing nourishment and culture to society. So this is a conjunction of 3 planets in the cosmos, which is combination of, remember this, 5 bhavas of the Kundali. And this is one of the most important conjunction. So if you have it, or if you see it happening in the sky, then this means that that particular house, that particular zodiac is going to be the dominant theme of your life and will rule most of your life events. But on the negative side, this can be really dark and gloomy and depressing conjunction. When Saturn decides to show you the reality through the harsh way, because you have been very rich and maybe not flexible to the command of Shani Dev, this is the kind of conjunction where surrender is of utmost importance and fighting is no longer the way. This is going to be a conjunction where you will have to show that you have to prove yourself, and then you can expect the result. So if you're feeling depressed, if you're feeling sad because of this conjunction, understand that you are not in the right track. And you can easily come out of this depression, this sadness, this melancholy life, if you come out, if you change the approach of your life, and you will see a dramatic shift in the way of life. You have to use the power of Saturn, Shani Dev. If you can change the way you think, life will change in the most dramatic ways. And the most common negative effect that we see, the effect of this conjunction, is mostly seen in a bad childhood, family issues, poverty, career not being right, difficulties in personal and professional space, sometimes, in rare cases, a lot of diseases in the body, depression and mental illness, and whatever you can expect with Saturn combining with the positive energy, soft and positive energy of Venus and Moon. Also, in certain cases, we also see the absence of mother's love, the lack of love in life, the desire to be respected and included. Loneliness sets in no matter how much you try for relationships. The relationships, doesn't matter what, doesn't work for you. And this can bring in the daridrata, harsh words, right? But don't worry. So on one hand, it is a conjunction which has the greatest of potential to make you somebody who can leave the Maya and focus on sadhana, tapasya, focus on meditation, discipline, hard work, and actually find the way to the moksha while doing everything that you have to do in the Maya. We usually tend to focus on the negative side of this conjunction more. Why? Well, because of the fear, because of our lack of understanding of the grand design of the cosmos. In spite of all the problems, still at least try to see the positive side of this conjunction and only then you will be able to see the positivity and you will be able to get out of negativity. The best way to manage the energy is to focus on meditation, dedicating your life to a holistic way of living, doing yoga, pranayam, practicing a mantra, going into service industry, serving the humanity, serving people around you. Also, this is going to be a conjunction where not all your wishes will come true. So you will have to be happy with what you have, and you must be happy with the people who don't have anything, so that you can appreciate what you have. It's like a mutual understanding and appreciating yourself. This is a conjunction where you will have to value the money, value the resources, and then try to expand it. It will not stop you as long as you are bringing the positive energy by becoming an optimistic person in spite of all the difficulties in life. You can say it's a test. I know it is easy to say, but hard to be done. But then this is the real test of this conjunction. If you see that the money is too less or the problems are too high, then you need to pray to Bhagwan Hanuman, or you can also chant Vishnu Sahasranam. You can also chant Gajendra Moksh if you are too deep in problem. This conjunction talks about you, the human, becoming greater than the problem. This conjunction talks about not loving the material things, but focusing on the spiritual things. So praying to Mahashiva, the great Mahayogi, is the way of life. And if you have this conjunction, focus on Bhagwan Shiva's energy and try to get some power from the divine cosmos. Chanting Rudrashtakam, chanting Shiva Tandava Stotra every day, doing Kriya Yoga, practicing Hatha Yoga are some of the ways by which you can manage the energies of this conjunction. Remember, this is not a soft conjunction. Rather, this is a conjunction where Moon and Venus is always lying on the harsh surface of Saturn, which is always going to remind them the harsh reality or the harsh truth. So whenever you will feel much comfortable in life and when you become careless, that is when this conjunction will bring in this discomfort. Now, this can sound very disturbing or irritating. This can sound that life is going to be very difficult, right? But then if you alter the way you see this conjunction, if you try to focus on the constructive side of it, you will see that Saturn, which is karma, Venus, which is sukha, and Moon, which is mana, will combine to give you sukh through karma in the mana. It's all in perspective. So guys, that was about Saturn, Venus and Moon conjunction. Let me know if you have this conjunction. Put your comments in the comment section and we'll discuss more. So thank you for watching this video till now. We'll meet you in the next video. Till then, this is your host Punneit. Namaste.